How are you guys? I hope you are doing well wherever you are. Welcome to I Am Peterson YouTube channel, and this is where we are going to discuss today's topic. I would like us to have a moment of subscribing to my YouTube channel. You'll be hearing this a lot in this channel and this video because this is the time that I need to ask you for subscription. Thank you for continued support. You have been together with me. And today's topic, as you can see in that title, it's how to know that your child has autism, or how to know that your child is autistic. I'm not a qualified professional doctor to explain to you about autism, but through experience, I can be able to tell you few things or more about autism because, as you all know, my son is autistic and he is turning 7. So I can say I have known about autism for the last 5 years because he was diagnosed when he was 2 years. So today I decided, why not tell people uh, more about autism, because many people have been asking me, how did you realize that your son is autistic? And because I cannot be able to send every message to everyone, I decided to respond in this video, and I decided this channel will be responding to questions that you have, showing you my life, showing you my traveling, showing you the people that I meet that are inspiring to people so that you can learn in this channel. I want to thank you for continued support. Though the channel is so young, I decided I will start with that so that we can understand what happens when you have a special kid, because we don't say that they are disabled. Autistic kids, they are differently abled. They have something in their life that we don't have. They have the strength that you don't have. So it's so challenging to bring them up, but they are talented. So today I have notes here, the things that I have already written. Now, when your child is born, that time you cannot be able to understand whether they have autism or not. But I'll give you a story that maybe if you have a child there and you are bringing a child that you see these signs, since I am not a qualified or a professional in medicine, you can go and have assessment. Back in the year 2019, my son was born, and he was so hyper even when he was so young, but we could not think, because we were new in that parenting field. We could not be able to understand what is happening. So the child would cry the whole night. We could not sleep, and then we thought this child is sick. We could bring him to the hospital, take him to the hospital. But going to the hospital, they could tell us it's normal for a kid to cry, because even them, they could not understand why the kid is crying. So I can say, for a start, when the kid is so young, you cannot be able to know whether they are autistic or they are not. That's according to my observation, because we went to the hospitals very many times because he was having digestion issues, constipation, he's not eating well, but he's crying. So we decided now we'll continue observing, because for me, I did not hear about autism until I heard it from the doctor when they were diagnosing my son. So first month, second month, up to 6 months, then we could notice some challenges like he is growing, but he is too fast. and he could not respond to gestures. He would smile, yes. Sometimes when I collect all the videos, all the photos, because my wife has them, uh, we will bring them here. And then you'll see how he was smiling. He was just normal like other kids. So you could not be able to understand whether there is something like that. But unfortunately, we were having an autistic kid that we could not be able to know. We did not know because we are not in the medical field. Now, carrying this story forward, at the age of 2 years, this is when things went hard, and my wife told me, "Let us go to the hospital and we understand why is he not able to stand on time? He is not able to walk on time. He is not able to crawl on time. Why is he not responding to his name? Why is he not having eye contacts?" So, one signs that you can notice in your kid, and you act very fast, is when you're talking to those kids, they avoid you to look them directly to the eyes. That is number one. If you hear those noise, um where I stay is very near to someone who is working on welding. So there is a building that is coming up, so they are building outside. I'm sorry for that. You cannot be able to run away from it. So I'm saying, when you are maybe breastfeeding your child, just be observant. And I will say, just be observant, not to suspect anything, but just to know whether your kid have that eye contact. For us, we could not be able to know because we have never been in parenting. But now I'm telling you because I have that experience. Then, if the kid is so hyper, think about that. If the kid is so constipated, also check on that, because we were told it's normal, but to me, I think that constipation was not normal. After the research I have done, I have realized that autistic kids have difficult in digestion, and that's why they are told not to take maybe gluten, because gluten takes time to digest, and also it gives them the hyperactivity in their lives. So we went to the hospital, and after we sat down, I heard the doctor say that it whispering autism. So I did not think it's something that will be with me forever, but I was so eager, like, as a dad, to know what is happening to our kid. He is not talking. He's now 2 years. He has not started walking. He is 2 years. He is not responding to his name. He is now 2 years. So we sat there, and we are in the Madari Hospital. Yes, we're in the Madari Hospital. So, and the doctor told us, he is autistic, and we have diagnosed him with autism. But what you need is to go and take a scan. That is a CT scan that is done in the head to observe the brain. Okay. Now, the story is here. When you hear that word, something click in your mind, and you think is something that you are going to be given medicine, and then you go home. So we went and did a scan and brought them back. Then they told us, I was happy now that we have known the cause and it will be treated. And then they told us they are going to refer us to somewhere that we can go and have restart therapy, avoid sugar, avoid gluten, avoid anything to do with gluten, avoid milk, avoid anything that you think is good for kids when we are bringing them up. We are fond of buying things that we think they are very good for our kids. Now, we were told you don't have to take wheat, you don't have to take sugar, you don't have to give him bananas, like bananas. They are very bad because they have glucose, they will have a hyperactivity. You don't have to give them things with gluten. And that thing hit me so much. I can I cannot remember how I was thinking, but it was not easy. It was not something that you could think it can happen to you. But before you go there, I would like you to understand that autism is something that you can detect very early. If I had someone talking the way I'm talking to you, that time we would have known that our kid is autistic. Maybe there is nothing that we could have done, but we would have done some few things. We would not have been buying him yogurt, cakes, giving him sugar, giving him anything that has a lot of sugar. So we maybe he would have changed. That's what I think. If you are a doctor and you can comment there, you can tell me whether we would have changed anything. So if you have a kid uh, after the age of 2 and he is jumping around, I'll give you photos one day because I believe we can fight them. Uh, Photos that you can see he is jumping from one seat to the other. Even our television that time was mounted at the top. You could just watch looking up because he can follow with it. He would throw things. If you see your kid, you give them maybe a phone and then they are throwing away. You should check on that. Those are not anger issues. If you see your kid is not, he is isolating himself from other kids. When you bring him or her to play with other kids, he or she is keeping a distance or isolating himself from the other kids. That's something also to observe. If you see you go to the crowd and your kid is not containing that environment, he or she is crying so much, don't think that your kid is notorious. No, there is something that is disturbing him because they don't like association. They like isolating themselves from other people. So these are things that you can see in your home and ignore. Never ignore them. If you hear your kid is allowed 2 years, 3 years, and she is or he is murmuring and you cannot understand what they are saying, they are not even responding to one word, this is a sign of I will not say autism because there are people who have delayed milestone. They never turn out to be autistic, but it's good to take conscious from the word go when you notice them so that you can be able to help your child so early. So these are the things that we could not understand because he could walk around the house, crawl around the house, murmuring without producing a word. But we thought maybe we were told there are people who are telling us that because he is alone, he will take time to speak, but never listen to that. Never listen to that. Those are norms, they don't exist. It's good to understand. You see, in that book that you are given in the hospital, try to read. Try to read a clinical book. I don't know whether it is called like that. Hii kitabu wa mama wanabeba wakienda clinic. Kuna vitu hapo nimesoma nikaona at this age mtoto anafaa kufanya hivi. At this age the child should be doing this. At this age the children should be doing this. Be marking. Check every stage. If your kid is skipping that stage, don't listen to the story of parents, to use the respectable terms, when ladies meet together, they encourage each other. He will do it. He will speak. But because the kid is yours, just take time, listen to them, but go and ask yourself, is it really good to keep quiet? So check on those things. If you notice those things, just go to the hospital for diagnosation. So let them diagnose your kid. Let you be told by professionals that whether your kid is autistic or not autistic, because you might fear to hear the word, but if you notice very early, I believe there is something that you are going to help that kid with. So eye contact is very important. Repeating what you are saying is very important, even if she not or he not do exactly the way you are doing it. Playing with other kids is very important. If that one is not happening to your kid, please take your kid for assessment so that you can understand. If your kid is hyper from morning to evening, he is jumping from one seat to the other, he is not even sitting down. If the kid is constipated for a long time, and you are following the regulation because you are a woman, you know how to bring up the children. Also, go for the checkup. Uh, I said I'm not a health practitioner, but it's good because those things I saw them in my son, and I would like you to be helped. I would like you to understand so that you don't wait for a long time. Then you realize when the kid is 7 years. I met with another lady the other time. We were somewhere with my wife, and she said that she is the son is 7 years, and then at the time they are realizing the kid is autistic because they thought this kid uh, he is getting things slowly. Don't ignore, just go for checkup because uh, autism is not being witched, is a condition that is in the brain, and it will improve. It will improve with time. There are many ways to treat autism, but before you go to that, let us first of all take the first precaution. Go test, then go start therapies, then accept. I don't know whether I've alleged them. Is first of all, you accept you have a problem, take the necessary action, and go on researching. Because if you don't do that, you will not accept it, you will not do anything about it, and it will not help your kid. So that's how I realized my son is autistic. It's a story that is not good to share, but I thought it's good. I can share with you. You can understand. You can learn from me. Maybe you know more than me. You can comment. I can also look for you. Me, I like going on understanding how autism works because I have already a son who is autistic. I cannot run away from that. I'm not a dad who ran away because there is a problem. I decided to face it. I decided to fight for him because he cannot fight for himself. I decided to give him the services that he needs if I can afford. I decided to fight for him. So I am here to encourage even men who hear the stories of autism, cerebral palsy, and they run away from their wives. Remember, you don't need to do that. It's a condition that you can also get. You can get a condition when you are old. You can get a condition when you are healthy. So let us help these kids. Let us study with them. Let us learn the thing that can help them. Yeah, so I'm Peterson, and this is my story. This is the real story that is existing. You will be hearing more. I'll be sharing with you what I know about autism and things I will be discovering along the way. So keep eye on this channel because it will help us to understand. And also, understand that autism is not a disease that is coming out of mistake that you did. No. Because I have heard many stories from people that there is something that you did not do in your family. This is what happening. No. If you learn about autism, you realize that is a condition like any other disease. So those are the ways that you can know that your son or your daughter is autistic. When you know that, don't run away. If you know that, just stick to medical advices, and also continue with the therapists. I know therapists are very expensive. Sometimes we don't blame people who don't follow up about therapists, about diet. Sometimes people are not able to follow those diets. They are very expensive. Some people don't. Sometimes you don't understand how you can survive through therapies. It's very expensive. Sometimes you cannot be able to tell how parent with special need survive. But by the grace of God, we are doing it. So if you have a question about that, I'll leave my number. My number is in this channel, so you can go pick, just call, just WhatsApp, and I'll be able to respond to you whatever I know, where I can direct you to go, because I have known different things. So just feel free to contact me. And if you are there and you are a professional in that, you'd like me to know things that I don't know, you can take my number, talk to me. I'm ready to receive information that I don't know. So until the next video, please subscribe to this channel. You are so important in this channel. Let us grow together. Let us learn together. And see you in the next video. Thank you.